All right, hey everybody. How you doing? All right, we got some interesting stuff going on here. Topped up the binary trading account, then brought it back up to $1,000. Just traded the 5-minute binary that says we're looking for a close below 111.19. Coming out of overbought, which is great. Here's the contracts right here. As you know, the idea is to pay the least amount possible for each contract. So the goal is to pay $10 to $15 at the most for a contract. And I feel like if you pay 10 to 15 bucks, you can really get away with a really great risk to reward. And if you pay more than $10 to $15, you can't really justify the trade because the risk to reward ratio is going to be too big. And what I want to do is I want to be able to make $7 to $8 for every dollar risked. This is turning out really good right here. Up 350. And because I wasn't paying very much, I mean, I was paying 23. That's on the high side. But I loved the technical setup. So I paid, you know, 100 bucks or 120 bucks for the chance to make 77 times 7, which is like 400 something. I mean, this is at some point here I should just dump this thing. Yeah, let's just dump it, take the money. So that was, what was that, like 3 minutes? I don't really know how much let's do some math here. What did we stand? 77 times 7 times 7, 539. So we took $440 of profit. I left about $100 on the table. I don't know where that sound came from. Left about $100 on the table. But I feel pretty comfortable with that. One thing that I do wrong very often is I don't wait long enough to take the trade. And because I don't wait long enough, I end up paying too much for a trade that really isn't that great. And so let's go ahead and stop the trading when we were traded for 3 minutes or whatever. And let's take a look at what exactly happened. So all morning long I've been watching, after the non-farm payroll report, this RSI creep up. And anytime you can get the RSI, and I don't really care if you feel like the RSI is garbage. All right, so let's go back and I'll show you the chart this time. Anytime you see me talking and there's no chart, it's only a matter of seconds and I will realize it, hopefully. Okay, anytime the RSI goes above 75, 80, in that area, anytime we get up into that zone, we're probably going to see a reversal. And we're probably going to see a pretty substantial one. And that's what we saw right here. These are 1-minute charts. Here's a 5-minute chart. You can see on the 5-minute chart we got up to like 79 on the RSI. Right in this zone right here. And that to me is just prime bearish time. And what I want to do when I see that, immediately on the open of that next candle, I want to get into a trade. And I want to tell you why I want to get into a trade at that point. At the very beginning, at the initial moment that these binary options open up for trading, each 5-minute period, in the first 30 or 40 seconds that each of these is available, the best prices are available. Because there's the price is as high as I think it can be. So taking a trade that benefits from a drop is going to be less expensive because it's right up there. It's really high up there in that moment. So right up here at this top moment, this bullish candle is right here. That candle closes at the high. This candle opens up. And to me, that's the best moment when I'm going to pay the least amount of money possible. And if I'm seeing the RSI just out of control up here, and all these bearish candles, and bullish candles, excuse me, and I'm paying $10 to $15, which initially is exactly what it cost. By the time the trade went through, it was $23. That seems to me to be a completely reasonable trade-off. Pay as little as possible, as close to the moment that the contract opens. See, now by the time the contract is about to close, we have 1 minute and 27 seconds left here. All these are highlighted, I have no idea why. By the time this is about to close, all the tons of information about what this chart looks like has already shown itself. So we know a lot. So there's 1 minute and 7 seconds left, and this candle just seems to be all over the place. And it's not even, there's no trading even going on in the lower numbers. And it just seems to me there's not enough time left to justify taking that trade. As you can see here, in the last minute, you can get a lot of movement. I go into a binary option with the idea that I'm going to get out of that option before expiration. I think the only time I would trade a binary with 1 minute to go is if I expect to hold on to that all the way through expiration and I'm super confident that it's worth it. Oh, my wife ran 6 miles today. She's such a bad. So awesome. That's fantastic. All right, we're back. I noticed that I wasn't showing my chart. Here's what I did. I noticed this really big bearish candle. And what I did was I bet against the dollar-yen rising. And it does, I only paid $6.25 for the right to make $93.75. And that is like, so at the most I'm gonna lose like $6, $7 or whatever. Seems completely reasonable. So let's see if we can get some profit on this. You can see here, right out of the corner of our eye, if this can drop a little more, that would be great. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. It needs to drop quite a bit pretty quickly, but you can see it. It's rapidly jumping up and down. But I love that I paid as little as possible for this. Listening to this free music for blogs and whatever on SoundCloud, plus all the dinging that goes along with it. So I'm going to turn off this input because I don't want to hear that dinging anymore. So this contract's going to expire worthless. There's no way this works with 1 minute to go. It has to drop too far, too fast. But I didn't pay very much for it. So I don't really care. Oh, look at that go. So at this point, I'm just going to hold on to this trade. Like no matter what, I'm just holding on. It doesn't matter to me now. I don't care if I lose $6. It's irrelevant. And also, this chart is now a mess. We're coming out of overbought. This could just bounce back and forth, up and down. And so anything can happen at the end of this contract here. But I'm kind of already looking forward to the next one, and I want to be bearish. I want to say it's going to, in the next 5 minutes, stay below 111.16 or 111.15. But that's going to be expensive unless I get in really fast. So I'm going to keep an eye on it here. And you're going to see a whole batch of new options come online in the next 20 seconds. Remember, trading involves a substantial risk of loss, and it's not suitable for all people. Okay, here we go. Next batch is open. 111.15. Okay, 111.15, 70. Let's do it. See if we got in. Okay, we're open. I only took one. I spent $28, no, I spent $18. That's not bad. That's fantastic. Okay, I really like that. This ought to go profitable. And I think that even if it's a small amount of money, like maybe we could just make back what we lost on the last one. So here's what I'm looking at. I'll show you what I'm concentrating on. I get these two windows open, and I'm going to look at this number here. And if it goes into a profit, I'm going to click this number here and close the trade out. That's the goal. But it needs to drop. Now we got 4 minutes for that to happen. We paid 18 bucks. That's completely reasonable. No, I'll do that all day long. So we're down 13, down 10, down 10.25, down 11. So now I'm just going to hands off. The deal is to be calm and collected during all of this, not let the fact that this is money influence the trading so dramatically. Because it's money, yes, but this is a game. And the moment you take your mind off of the idea that it's a game, it starts to mean too much. And when it means too much, there's just no chance that it's going to work. And maybe 2 out of 4 trades are going to work. And the ones that work are going to be worth more than the ones that don't work. I mean, our first trade of the day was a pretty substantial success. It was great. And of course, I could stop at that point, but I don't mind spending $6, $7, $15, or in this case, $18 for the chance to do really well. I don't mind that at all. This one expires in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. I think we took a good trade here. I don't think this was a mistake at all. I think that we have a really good chance that this one's going to turn out fine. We have been going bearish. 5-minute chart is coming out of overbought. That's basically max loss now. But with 2 minutes to go, we could fall 3 pips, sure. This will be the last trade I take today. I like this bearishness. Come on, let's do this. Come on, dollar yen. I'm now committed with 1 minute, 42 seconds left. This is it. I'm going to be in this trade the whole time. Even if I wanted to get out of this trade, it's possible I wouldn't even be able to find someone that would take the other side of it. So if I get in the trade with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and it goes profitable and it's 2 minutes to go, I get out of the trade. If I get into the trade with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and it's a loss with 2 minutes to go, I could take a smaller loss. I don't have to take the max loss. But in a situation like this where there's 1 minute to go, and I'm so close already to the maximum loss, I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Like a trader, just take it. And it was a great morning of trading. Had a really big win to start things off. And I do plan on increasing the size of the positions as we continue here in September. I do want to trade larger position sizes or more contracts. But as you know already, and as we've discussed, trading involves a substantial risk of loss. It's not suitable for all traders. It may not be suitable for you, and this may be something you want to look at for a while. Just keep in mind, if I did this once, I said this earlier today, if I did this every day for 4 hours, and I did it for 200 days, I'd have a year of experience, 800 hours of experience, and I'd be pretty great at this. And that's the goal. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, if you like trading along with me live or watching me do this stuff, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment below. All month long in the month of September, we're going to be giving away an iPad once a week or even more often. And would love to get you in on that. So subscribe to the channel. Thanks for being here, everybody. I love you all. Happy weekend. I'll see you on Monday.